This is the Martian nursery. A human, like any other infant, was placed on the childcare assembly line, then tossed into a sink to scrub away every speck of grime. Before Frank could even process it, a handful of lime was dumped straight onto his face. Finally, they fed him a mouthful of Martian holy water. The language barrier magically vanished. Now Frank could finally communicate freely with the Martians. Come nightfall, Frank awoke, desperate to urinate, only to find a cluster of Sac tribe infants curled up on him for warmth. He gently shifted his body to move the young ones away, attempting to break the chains and escape. Suddenly he encountered an alien creature slowly advancing toward him. Frank trembled in terror, but as the creature drew near, Frank recognized it as a comically adorable pussy. It was Ula, the fierce beast guarding the young ones. Seeing no hostility, Frank suddenly strained and broke free from the handcuffs. But Ula, watching Frank snap the shackles, paid him no mind at all. Lazily curled up on the ground, it slept soundly. Frank leapt into the air, attempting to escape on the spot. But when he turned around, he found Ula right before his eyes.
How the hell did you...
That massive head pressed directly against Frank, forcing him to return obediently to his original spot. Panicked, Frank scrambled to kick off and flee, but Ula stuck to him like a stubborn plaster. Despite his clumsy appearance, Ula moved with surprising agility. No matter how wildly Frank leaped and dodged, Ula always anticipated his landing spot a split second earlier. Trapped and helpless, Frank had no choice. Finally summoning every ounce of strength, he leapt to the highest lighthouse. Inside, the Sac tribe reveled in their celebration. He squinted to look closer and was stunned to see the very mystical badge he sought pinned to the chieftain's belt. Suddenly, Ula burst in, howling, ruining the party instantly. He immediately got beaten up by the Sac tribe. Watching the Sacs beat Ula until he howled in pain, Frank couldn't stand by any longer. He charged into the crowd to break up the fight, but with a single careless punch, he knocked out a Sac warrior. This astonishing strength stunned the chieftain. Frank himself was bewildered. Before he could process what had happened, the Sacs swarmed him all at once. In moments they had beaten Frank to the ground.
How did this happen? Who is to blame?
The next day, Frank was bound and paraded through the square, awaiting the Sacs' brutal punishment. Yet it was not Frank who suffered, but his foster mother. Such was the ancestral law of the Sacs. Whenever a child caused trouble, the guardian bore the punishment instead. Seeing Sola covered in wounds, Frank's heart ached. Next, the Sac people dragged Franker forward, forcing him to perform a dance for their amusement. Suddenly a sentry bellowed, "Enemy attack!" The Sac tribe scattered in panic across the square. The chief swiftly dragged Frank to safety in a secure zone. In an instant, a fleet of alien ships with bizarre designs appeared in the sky. Their advanced technology clearly outclassed the Sac tribe. The chief explained to Frank that a fierce war was raging above.
But I say, let red men kill red men until only thoughts remain.